Hi, it's Andy. I'm here with Mark Cymerint. Mark is a doctor of chiropractic. Mark is going to walk us through everything it takes to be a chiropractor. He's been practicing here in Laguna Hills, California for more than 30 years. So Mark is going to tell us everything that there is to know about being a chiropractor, what it takes, the ups and downs, and we're starting right now.
Chiropractic is a natural healing art and science and philosophy to help keep patients healthy that are healthy, get the sick healthy, and then keep the well from getting sick. It's a natural healthcare field. We don't use drugs in our field at all. There's no drug, it's drugless, and it's non-surgical. People do think, one of the myths out there is we're just a back doctor. Well, first of all, we're a licensed physician in all 50 states and in most all countries around the world. We're not just a back doctor. We treat diseases. We actually treat diseases. And we treat them through natural healthcare methods, chiropractic methods and techniques. It's a preventative medicine profession as well as a crisis care. Of course, if you're bleeding, I'm going to send you back out to the hospital. But if you get injured in an auto accident or a sports injury in high school or college or hockey or football or baseball, any type of sports injury, pretty much we can handle those. Anything from ankles to knees to elbows to shoulder injuries, on top of the neck and low back and mid back injuries that we see with the spine. But we remove interference to the spine, which allows the nerves to travel to all the different parts of the body and function as close to 100% as possible. So I'm really removing nerve interference in the human body to allow the body to function at its optimal level. Some of the great things about being a chiropractor is you get to help people who sometimes can't even walk when they come in the front door and they leave walking or running or dancing. They do really well. It's very rewarding. I wake up every morning excited to go into work. I know I'm helping people all day long. And when you can help people all day long for a career, not only would it be good to volunteer to help people all day long, but I actually get paid for helping people all day long. It's a wonderful life. Some of the most difficult things about the job is the way insurance and managed care and paperwork. Over the years, we've had to do more paperwork. It's a little time consuming. It's just part of the job now. Some of the young people have no problem with the paperwork. But it's for my generation, when I started, there was virtually little or no paperwork to this job. And then all of a sudden, over the years, we started getting pounded down with paperwork. So for my generation, it's a little bit more challenging. Some of the younger chiropractors have no problem because they're used to this type of a world that we live in that is a lot of paperwork involved with it. But that's the downside of it. Oh boy, I got into chiropractic really young. I know I'm talking to some of you young people out there, and I was at Michigan State University, and I was a hockey player, and I got injured. Some of the guys on our team would go to medical doctors when they got injured, and they would get drugs and painkillers and muscle relaxers and the other half of the team would go to a chiropractor. And I had never been to a chiropractor in my life. So I wasn't sure if I should even go to a chiropractor when I got injured. I was going to go to a medical doctor. I was a pre-med student actually at Michigan State in a specialized medical program there. And I decided, I had an older brother who had a friend who was a chiropractor, so I decided to give it a try. Right away I started improving and getting results, and I changed my career path. I pretty much dropped out of the pre-med program, and I started focusing on getting into chiropractic school. I was accepted early into chiropractic college, and I left Michigan State University to go to chiropractic college in Atlanta, Georgia. It was the best move I ever made, and I was the youngest one in my chiropractic class at the time, and I was the youngest graduate ever at my chiropractic college. I graduated with a professional doctor degree at age 23. Some of the really all personalities do well, if their passion is for chiropractic. If you're doing this for money, I would say it's not. Don't go into a career just because of money. Go into a career because you have a passion to help people. If you have a passion to help people and you have a good personality, this is the perfect field for you. And you will make money at anything that you have a passion for. So if you want to help people naturally, this is the career option for you. Well, the personality types that would probably struggle with this career would be more of a passive individual who has trouble around other people. Like if you're a people person, you would be great at this job. If you're more of a homebody, computer, nerdy type of a person, this might be a challenge for you to do this job because you are interacting and dealing and counseling your patients and the people all day long. There's no telemedicine in chiropractic. It's all done face-to-face, live, in person, and hands-on. There's a few myths out there in chiropractic. One of them is that you have to go, once you get adjusted, you have to go for the rest of your life. That's a myth. It's not true in my office. People come here for wellness care, and wellness care is to keep you well. But it's the choice of the individual. There's no addictive component to getting adjusted at all. No physical addictive component. And that's one of the myths. The other myth is, oh, it costs too much money. Well, it doesn't cost too much money, especially not in my office. We have really low and fair rates for our patients. All our patients can afford it, whether they have insurance or not. The education required for chiropractic career is very similar to that of a medical doctor or a dentist or an osteopath or a podiatrist. So you're going to have to go to undergraduate, usually focusing on sciences, and then they go to chiropractic school, which is another 4 years. So it's 8 years total, and you do your interning while you're in school. So there's no additional postgraduate interning involved. So you see your patients when you're about halfway done with chiropractic college, you start actually seeing patients. So that's being done during your educational schooling and your career. Entry level, we're not a career. We used to be a career where you could just go out and get a job working for a chiropractor, and those days are kind of limited. You still can work for an existing chiropractor when you're out of chiropractic college. However, that's not the ideal way that most kids out of school today do it. A lot of kids will work for someone for a short time, but mainly they want to open their own practices. So if they're a business-minded individual, that's what they'll do, or they'll partner up with another chiropractor or another couple chiropractic students and open up a group practice, and share the overhead and share the staff. That's also a good way to go. There are corporations that hire students out of school for about $70,000 a year, and you've probably heard of these organizations. One's called The Joint and one's called New Spine. These are franchises, and they will hire young chiropractors out of college for about 70 grand a year, entry level. Or you can just open your own practice and you can make as much money as you put into it.